Hi beautiful people, hope you guys are all doing well. So Gypsy is back giving interviews to the tabloids, and this time around she is talking about baby number 2, and that was People magazine's first exclusive from Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now we move on to their second exclusive, which is Gypsy Rose Blanchard revealed her future plans to marry boyfriend Ken Urquhart. It was absolutely a slow news day for them to have two exclusives from Gypsy Rose in one day. Now starting with their first exclusive, Gypsy talking about baby number 2. Say what? I will leave a link to these articles in the description box, but the gist of these articles, Gypsy talks about how she is open to having another baby, that she will have to do IVF the next time around because it's a way to ensure that she does not pass on her microdeletion to the baby, and that her and Ken have been thinking about adding another little one, but they are not planning on getting pregnant anytime soon, but possibly the middle of next year. Apparently, Ken has entered a new career field, and while they are adjusting to his schedule, Gypsy does not want to add the pressure of having another new baby. Now, get this. She states in the article that she has had the pre-testing done, and when they are ready, she states they can proceed. Remember the last time Gypsy said that she went to have testing done in regard to her fertility? Basically, the next thing we knew, Gypsy was pregnant. My guess is that Gypsy will be announcing her second pregnancy very soon, sooner than before the middle of next year, as she has stated. They plan on having another baby. Moving on to the second article of the day from Gypsy, where Gypsy states she is ready for Ken to pop the question. Don't we know she is ready? While recently chatting with People, Blanchard 34 looked back on her divorce from ex-husband Ryan Scott Anderson and forward to a future with Urquhart, with whom she shares 9-month-old daughter Aurora. When he proposes, the answer will of course be yes, Blanchard tells People in anticipation of Urquhart proposing again. I'm sorry, but when someone allows their desperation to show, I think that is absolutely pathetic. Wasn't Ken supposed to put a ring on it after she got off parole, as per their reality show, where they left People on a cliffhanger when Ken walked into a jewelry shop? Nevertheless, Gypsy has been off parole nearly 3 months and he still has not put a ring on it. This man, and I'm talking about Ken, in my opinion, it does not seem like he has intentions of proposing anytime soon. And it also seems that Gypsy is now on probation because of everything that happened before Ken left social media and Gypsy's actions on social media. And maybe the only time he will propose to Gypsy is when he feels and he can see that she is walking the straight and narrow and no longer being a hot mess. The other day she was showing her desperation once again, in my opinion. When she was on live, she was enlisting her viewers to take it up with Ken, to ask him when is he going to put a ring on it.
Yeah, we're living together. No, I'm not wearing a ring. You should talk to Ken about that. Tell him.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
That was so childish, and you cannot pressure a man to put a ring on it or to marry you. And she thinks that was so funny. Go figure. It seems so obvious to me that Ken was being pressured to propose to Gypsy just for the sake of the reality show. He must be thanking his lucky stars that the reality show got cancelled. But I could be totally wrong. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Ken's intentions to propose to Gypsy after she got off parole, as per the reality show, yet still no ring? Gypsy is so desperate to stay relevant or stay in the limelight Now, let's take a step back. Ken went missing after he challenged Ryan to a boxing match. He did another live, denying the illegal activity he was being accused of doing on a live, and then he just went radio silent. People were concerned because he deleted his socials and he was gone. People began to get concerned over on TikTok. They even started asking for proof of life. Now, Gypsy, being Gypsy, that watches everything that has been said about her or her significant other, suddenly posted this. And as you will see as this video plays, this is old footage, and you can see that from Gypsy's hairstyle and the wig that she's wearing. And she even reposted the original because people could not hear what Ken was saying. And as you can see, she responded to a comment stating that was from her birthday, which, if I'm not mistaken, is in July. And Ken was saying how happy he is to have her as his partner and that it's the best year of his life. And he also said that what a wonderful mother she is. Okay, to each their own. But then she realized that people still weren't buying it and knew that it was not a recent video of Ken. Then she decided to do a live whilst she was packing because they're moving. And you will hear Ken and see some of him, but you won't see his face.
Okay, see right here? A little crease there? You can just rip it off.
He's so smart. I have no idea what I'm doing. Covering the whole thing. I don't think so.
Alright, I'm gonna
Okay, now.
pack up the...
Where am I moving? Hammond? It's still in Louisiana. At 3. Not done yet. Oh, and I did give her the powder thing.
The allergy stuff? Okay, good.
Ken seems to want to live a normal, peaceful life, but Gypsy cannot let go of being in the spotlight, wanting attention. She cannot let go of manipulating people. The grifting she does, clapping back at people. And you know, as they say, a leopard never changes its spots. And Gypsy clearly does not want to do the right thing or be a better person. She played poverty on so many occasions. The first time she was saying how she was feeling so bad because she couldn't help somebody out because she had no money herself, and that she would have to borrow money from her dad for baby Aurora's needs. Then the second time, she said that the reason she was charging so much for the paintings was because baby Aurora's formula costed so much. So what? Ken is not playing his part? Now, here she is giving interviews to the tabloids about how she is planning baby number 2 and she will go the IVF route. Hello? I'm sure you guys know how expensive that procedure is. What is she going to use? Her nest egg? As she finally said when she came back to social media and admitted, no, that she's not broke. She has money. She has a good nest egg. Gypsy Rose is a con artist. She does not have what it takes to be a mother, in my opinion. And yes, I said it. Remember, she said this in an interview.
Once the baby's born, I really feel strongly that I don't want my baby to be in front of a camera. Unless it's for like home movies, I will not be putting my child in the media at all.
Why?
This world is so cruel and unsafe that there is a level of responsibility that I have to make sure that my child is protected.
You know what is cruel? Gypsy is cruel. For her to use her baby for attention, to use her baby as a clapback, now her home movies are being transferred over to her social media. This is Gypsy's level of responsibility towards her child. She cannot be responsible for herself. And me personally, I never expected her to be a responsible parent. And it shows. This is just a clip from the video she uploaded of baby Aurora. Early hours of the morning, playing in a playpen. And Ken can be heard in the background. When is he going to stand up and put his foot down for Gypsy to not put their child on social media or use their child. I tried, as you heard from the beginning of this video, tried to give him grace. But when shit like this happens, he needs to grow a pair or take them back from Gypsy and stand up and be a man and a dad and protect his child. Gypsy has never been consistent with anything she has said or done. The only thing, let me backtrack. The only thing she has been consistent with to date is the planning and the execution of her mother's murder. Is Gypsy expecting the public to pay for her IVF through her TikTok or her cameos that she does, where ChatGPT does the work for her, and all she does is sits there with open palms? There are so many deserving people who are desperate and wanting to be parents. Gypsy is not one of them. So you guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another and don't forget to make good memories. Bye guys.